Hello, I'm Norman Schafer, your host, and today I'm speaking with Jenny. She is the auntie for Duvata Collective, and this is a network that brings together responsible tourism operators who prioritize people, place, and purpose. So they invite travelers to go beyond the beach and truly connect with Fijian communities and ecosystems. So it's great to speak with you, Jenny. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to tell you, if you've ever dreamed of experiencing one of the incredible destinations that we talk about on the show, be sure to visit farandawayadventures.com. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers discover some of the most extraordinary destinations on Earth. If this is of interest, check out the link in the description to farandawayadventures.com, and we'd be happy to make your next trip unforgettable.
Vinaka, thank you for inviting us
Yeah.
to have a say.
Yes. Well, I was kind of curious, what is Duvata Collective and what unites its member organizations?
We're a collection of properties that share the same values, and these values are related to conservation, to people, to where we come from, to our culture, to really how we view ourselves. That's what binds us together, is this vision of who we are and how we operate in the world. And that's what we bring to our businesses.
Yeah. And that you kind of uniting of these different businesses, you've got businesses in a variety of different types of industries within tourism and travel. Can you tell me a little bit about some of those different types of businesses?
Yes. We started off with about 10 properties, I would call them. And they consisted of hotels and experiences, and even like a hiking company. But now we've managed to bring in a lot of community-based organizations, a lot of nature-based organizations. So the theme remains the same through all of this. Even though the activities or the focus shifts a little bit, the theme remains the same, that we are very strong on stewardship, on taking care of place. And I guess that's our purpose, is the taking care, and the place is where we are pegged, where we belong. So it could be a waterfall, it could be the reef, it could be the mountain, could be a farm. These are the places. And the people, of course, are what makes tourism.
Well, and I find it really interesting that you have this collective, because it really enables people that are traveling to Fiji to really connect with the people itself, which is what Fiji is all about, and as well as the place. And how do the operators that are all part of this collective really ensure that they benefit the community and create some cultural respect?
The answer to that is, for me, we are already the community. Like every organization that's part of Duvata is part of a community. We don't see ourselves separate from the community. So we are the community. So whatever community you happen to be, then you take care of that culture that you're in. Fiji is very, very fortunate in that we have a living indigenous culture, but then within that, we've got migrant populations because of our history. For instance, my father was a migrant Chinese trader into Fiji. So I have that heritage. That's part of my culture. But I grew up in a Fijian village because he came and started trading in a very remote part of Fiji. So really, the culture that I feel most emotional about and feel that I identify with is the Fijian culture. However, because because my father was a Chinese trader, intellectually, I know that I also have this amazing culture behind me, which is the Asian Chinese culture. Then we have our Indo-Fijian brothers and sisters in Fiji. And I come from an area in Fiji where it's predominantly Indo-Fijian. So in the area that I come from, it's very common to find most of us are trilingual because we'll speak Fijian, we'll speak Hindi, and we'll speak English.
Wow.
So it's such there's such a richness in our diversity. And that's really what we have to offer our visitors.
Well, yeah. Can you give me some examples of some travel experiences that people can have within your network?
Oh my goodness.
I know there's a lot.
Yeah, it's so exciting. You can come and stay right in a village. We have homestays. You can stay in because the trekking, you're staying in the village. Then you have we have a couple of organizations that are associated with communities, but they've taken almost like a commercial stand. So they've got a lease and they run an operation that is totally embedded in the community, but it's now a commercial organization. We've got that, and within the trekking, you're doing cultural nature and enjoying the richness of our flora and fauna. Then you go to some of these village stays where it's a beach experience. So they will be offering snorkeling, they'll be offering spearfishing, they'll be offering diving. I have a property that's that offer for 35 years we've run it as a totally sustainable property, and we've run on solar, we harvest water, we recycle our sewage. We have a biorecycle system for sewage. Any other with
that property?
That's called Nukubati, and that's my home, Nukubati Island. And that's situated inside the Great Sea Reef. The Great Sea Reef is an amazing natural heritage of Fiji. It is renowned to be the third largest barrier reef system in the world. Wow. And so we offer diving, we offer snorkeling, we offer anything that you want to do in the ocean. Our boys go out hunting once a week. The fish is caught fresh. When it's in season, you have octopus, you have crayfish, we have mussels, we have seaweed. That's really what we have to offer. So over the 35 years that I've been there, we really specialize in Fijian cuisine. And we're an off-market property, and our biggest source market has always been the US. They love to come out to us.
Well, the collective has such a broad range of options for people. How would they best search out how to book experiences through members of the collective? Is it hard to find them, or is there a website where it lists members?
We have a Duvata website, which is the Duvata Sustainable Tourism Collective. We are working with organizations at the moment to try and have a one-stop shop platform, but it's early days. It's very early days. We're not there yet. It's kind of like the concept on Duvata has really almost run away from us, because when we first started, we were really like an advocacy group for small operators within the tourism space. And trends are a funny thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like once upon a time, I couldn't talk about having solar power at Nukubati. It was a no-no, I ran a hippie resort if I talked about solar power. And now it's the most fashionable thing on earth. And people want to do it. And people feel like if it's part of their travel experience, they're giving back. So, hey, if you live long enough,
Everything comes full circle.
I'm glad you said it.
So what kinds of impacts or transformation do guests often describe after participating?
Look, for most people, the fact that they come to a destination or they come to a place, I shouldn't say destination. I don't like that word. The fact that they come to a place where they feel absolutely embraced by our culture, by nature, by the feeling that is engendered by being in Fiji or being in one of our experiences or property. That's really what people go away with. It's a glow. You can't take pictures of it. So it's about people talking about their feelings. It's what happened to them in Fiji. It's magic.
I love how you say that. It really is what happens to people in Fiji.
Yes.
And you can't show that in a photo. It's an experience that truly actually changes who you are as a person. So thank you so much for sharing a little bit about the Duvata Collective with our listeners. And it was great to have you on our show.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope I did a good job.
Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next unforgettable journey at farandawadventures.com. Experience the world differently.